Hello, got Elizabeth McCorvery.
I liked that.
Well, I can't believe she thought I'd get it wrong. Why would I get it wrong?
Some people do. Some people do.
Where?
Like Starbucks.
Yeah, but like McCorvey.
Well,
Where's the wrong? Like, where do the people say?
I get McCorvey. I get McCurdy. McCordy. Yeah, I get a lot of weird things.
I want to give you a nice intro. I think I give okay intros. I just want to tell people who
I'll tell you if I like it.
Please do. See, I like her. Jake, you like her. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm with an incredible spirit of a person. Her album, Songs I Sent You, is out now. She has a spirit unlike anyone I've met in the music industry. Ultimately,
I bet you say that to everybody.
No, because like I've seen you live, so that's kind of why. Like I've seen you live. And also, you're a bluegrass queen.
I am.
From the mountains.
Yeah.
Which I have history in the mountains as well. So I grew up going to like the Black Mountain Festival.
Oh, amazing.
And just, just kind of that world a little bit. And I've loved that world, and I'm always interested to see who kind of comes out of it, because I have friends that do music all around. But Elizabeth McCorvey is on the show.
Yay!
Thank
so
you
happy
for
to be
joining.
Here.
You're
Yeah.
not from here.
No, I'm not. Not from
not
Charlotte.
At all.
No.
You did not come in town for me, but I'm a part of the trip, which I appreciate.
Yes.
I'm happy you have a gig tonight, and I hope it goes very well. It sounds like it's going to go very well.
I'm psyched.
I first off just want to I was thinking, it's like, how do I start off the show today? Because I know she's going to give me energy, but I want to ask like a good first question. But I kind of want to ask, like, when it comes to your performing, because when you perform, not only do you have an energy, but like you're good at making people laugh, but also being incredibly honest about what's going on. I would love you to tell me just where did that, like, those truth bombs start to come out? Because I'm not gonna lie, they are truth bombs.
Yeah.
Like, you shit on things.
Yeah, I love to do. Did you say shit on things?
Yes.
I love to do that. Yeah,
And it's
kind
of like interesting.
Yeah, I love to be a hater. I feel like we should all be like hating a little more, being more honest. Yeah, being more honest about things. I feel like there's this idea about that, like, the kumbaya, like, what if we all just got along and we're more the same than we are different, and all of that is true. But also, I think we're only going to get to the heart of things if we have like a whole bunch of conflict first. So like, let's dish it out. Let's go.
Disagreeing.
Yeah.
I like that. What is, like, just out of curiosity, like, what is a fight you haven't won? Like, meaning, like, when did you get kind of like, oh shit, I was in the wrong? Just in life.
I don't like that question.
That's because you hate to admit it.
Yeah, and I don't like to be wrong. So that doesn't feel relevant for me personally.
Is there a friend that, like, kind of like, what is a lesson you've learned?
Well, I've been in a relationship with my partner for 12 years, so I am sometimes wrong.
Okay. So it happens once every, like,
6 to 8 months.
Okay.
But he loves me, so I'm right a lot.
See, Jake, how much would you say I'm wrong, Jake, in a day? Probably, like, why would you give them that look?
He's like, in a day. What about an hour?
Well, we don't talk that off. Like, we're roommates, but I see you at least an hour every day.
Yeah. No, I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong all the time, but I don't mind. I try not to mind being wrong.
Okay.
Because I think being wrong is important when it comes to, like, building relationships and getting people's pronouns right and addressing them correctly and understanding their identity. And so I can't be right about everything. Much to my dismay, I cannot be right about everything. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask also, just to kind of go off of, because that sounds like in a way that you kind of got up to that point, meaning, like, it's not like you just kind of had that, or maybe you did, but one thing that you told me about, which I thought was super interesting, is, like, it sounded like you had, and I'm gonna say this as a very respectful thing, but loud parents.
Yeah.
And I'm curious because they were opera singers.
They are, yeah.
First of all, and what's cool is I can hear that in you singing, which is pretty badass. You combining that with the bluegrass, and also, like, I'm gonna throw in, like, you have pop vibes in you too, in my opinion. But, like, tell me about childhood and kind of, I'm curious if like speaking up was tough, but then you kind of said, "Nah, I'm gonna speak up because this is what I'm surrounded by."
Yeah. I think that I learned early that if I wanted to have my opinion heard, I was going to have to be loud about it because everybody in my family is very loud. Which you have to be to talk over. If you're going to talk over an opera singer, you're going to have to really like you have to get in there.
How does that day look when you are like? How often are we talking? Like, are you like walking into the like? I'm trying to think. You're in the kitchen. You're about to cook, and just someone says something. Maybe they sing a word. Tell me how that works in a day.
It's just like my parents are always ready to sing an aria at any given moment. And so they're always like warming up for what? Who knows? But they're always warming up. They were going to be ready.
Are they like warming up like in front of like literally just
like just doing the dishes, walking through the house. My mom would like burst out of the front door singing. She's a big personality.
Okay.
So that's where I'm sure that's where I get it from.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just all the time, singing all the time. And then when they were getting ready for performances or whatever, and they had a piano, so they both play the piano. So it was just.
Did they take you like to those performances? Like, tell me about like your first, I don't know, like situation with music involving them, because it sounds like that had to be one of the first.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in utero on stage. So I was.
They got it.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's.
Yeah. So, and then when I was like, my parents have this showcase that they do. So they're in Kentucky, which you don't normally associate with opera probably, but.
I mean, not really.
Yeah. My dad's director of the opera program at the University of Kentucky. And so there are always shows happening.
At the Wildcat? Oh.
Yeah. I'm a Kentucky Wildcat. Yeah.
Did you go there?
Raised.
You went there?
Yeah.
Nice.
For undergrad, yep.
Okay. All right. So tell me more about that. Like, what do you remember being the earliest?
The earliest, like, opera?
Or just maybe, like, musical encounter that kind of really, maybe it spoke to you and there's something different about this craft or just this job? Or
I mean, I'm sure I didn't appreciate it. I certainly didn't appreciate it when I was a teen. I was like, can you all shut the fuck up? You're so loud all the time. There was always singing all the time. And I was very much like,
did you say that to them straight up?
No, I would not be here with you today if I told my parents to shut the fuck up.
Which parent is kind of the fiery one? Is it mom?
Mom's pretty fiery, but dad was like a wait till your father gets home kind of dad.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. There are three of us. I'm the oldest of three. So I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Okay. And we're all musical. I started playing the violin when I was 3 or 4. They didn't give me a real violin. They gave me a cardboard box with like a ruler stuck to it. Because, tiny violins are expensive as big violins.
A cardboard box with a
ruler so that I could practice the position.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did it have any type of strings? Like I'm trying to think so it was literally a cardboard box.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually I graduated.
That is some wow.
Yeah. Do you play any instruments? You sang.
Well, I'm learning.
And you rap.
I don't know if you see it's not in camera, but like do you see the keyboard?
Yes.
So that's like my now suitcase.
Oh.
So and the questions I get, like I'm always surprised. People will literally stop me in every place you can think of because I do bring it like to restaurants because I
just in case there's a music emergency.
Well, no, simply because I know if I take it, it almost feels like I have to play it, and I procrastinate music a lot.
It's easy to do.
And see, here's the thing. I was going to ask you about that. This is a question I actually had like later on, but since we're kind of on this, I'm down to get serious for a second.
Okay.
Like a real question. When it comes to artists and burnout, I struggle with that. Not that I'm like straight up, maybe not that I'm burnt out, but I struggle to accept mess up. Mm-hmm. And I'm surrounded by a lot of music where you hear, I hear my favorite music. It's not like I'm hearing songs that are maybe not put out or surrounded by people that are creators, but I'm curious, like, what advice would you give to me about that?
I think that sometimes the best thing you can do with if it's burning out of playing your own instrument is to pick up a different instrument and see what that sparks, or sing in a different genre, or try to write in a different genre and try to like build that creativity that way. But also getting together with other people and jamming with them, I think can be really inspiring.
Okay. What about when it comes to the actual creation side? I think that's where I've had more of I wouldn't say a problem, but I want to create. I've always wanted to create in the past for literally 4 years straight, because music's actually pretty new. Like, creation of music is pretty new. Like, you've played violin for 30 years. I've, like, my first song's first thought and me choosing to, like, write music was January of 2023.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
I think so. Like, I've done pretty well.
That's
like,
rad. Well, how old are you?
I'm 25.
26.
26. Oh, God, I'm 26.
Happy birthday.
It was recent, too. That's crazy. I'm 26.
I feel like it's hard to pick up things, like, as we get older and older. It's harder to pick up new things. So I'm excited that you're doing that.
Is that something that gets talked about a lot in therapy? Like, I would think just not being perfect, because in a world we live in, for me, a lot of conversations go towards social media.
Yeah.
And I'm curious just, like, what you've, like, maybe on a broad sense, or even specific, like, what you've like, how do people kind of allow themselves to mess up? Or what combos have you heard from people on the usual that are interesting to you about that topic?
People have a really hard time messing up, and people especially have a hard time messing up in public when they feel like they're being perceived. And I think that some of that issue is, like, it's social media, it's AI, like, all of the things that are making it hard to, like, be human and make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I think, so I also play the banjo, and that's my primary instrument when I go out and play my solo music, because I can't accompany myself on the violin. Well, no, but I'm not, though. I'm not saying that. I'm not humble, so, like, don't make that face at me. I know what I'm good at.
I've seen you.
No, so I play, like, rhythm banjo, and I can I know all the chords I need to get to where I'm going, and I'm very average at it. And I feel like I wish, I think what I want, like, my musical legacy to be is to let people feel like it's okay to just be average at something. And I think if we were more willing to be average or just okay at something, we would all try more new things and maybe find the thing that we are really good at.
It's interesting you say that, because, and Jake, maybe you remember this quote, because I always share I always share, like, new tidbits about life that I've just found, and it might not even be true tidbits. Sometimes I'll just be like, Jake, did you know? Or, like, this is what I just got from today.
Sounds like you're just fucking with Jake.
Sometimes, I mean, like, well, sometimes. But one thing that I liked that a buddy of mine told me was choose your hard. And I'll be honest, I thought about that for a while, and to kind of go off of what you're saying, I was choosing a lot of hards at one point, meaning I wanted Tukr'D out to be spectacular. I wanted my own music to be just spectacular. I wanted my fitness goals to be spectacular. I wanted volleyball, that's my main sport, to be spectacular. And I was putting so much, like, thinking energy, and it's more mental. Like, my ADHD can screw up with how I focus sometimes. So someone told me, like, choose your hard, and I started to literally not care as much about like volleyball or weightlifting, trying to get bigger, and realize, like, that stuff will come when it needs to, but, like, I want to be creative. Like, that's where I felt the most happiness, and really, and I want to have a job in creation and want to have a job in highlighting people. So let me make, like, music and Tukr'D out the hard.
Yeah. And
I'm very proud of that, because I feel like a lot of people, I feel this too still, but you want to do so much, and it's a giant world. I forget sometimes that, like, Tucker, you're never going to meet everybody. You're never going to be able to do everything in the world, but I want to very badly.
Yeah.
Very badly.
Yeah. Well, and I think going back to the perfectionism piece, I feel like that's, like, a lot of people's drive, and maybe sometimes what keeps them from feeling like they can do anything. You get kind of decision or, like, excellence paralysis. And it's like, well, if I can't do it exactly the way I want, as big as I want, then I just should not do it. And especially with I don't know if you're neurodivergent, but if anybody who's got that kind of, like, ADHD brain that's like, I've got to do it exactly this way or else my brain will shut off and it will not happen. I'm
catching those moments.
Yeah.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I think, like...
Do you want me to diagnose you?
Yes. Do you want to do it?
No.
I was about to say, it's like, if there's a way to do it now, that'd be hilarious. That'd be great for the camera. Screw it. Well, no, it's interesting. I think, like, for me and ADHD, I mean, ultimately, I'm getting better at calling it out. I think, like, I know when I need a break, or I know when it's like, okay, you can jump on social media for a couple minutes, or you can go on a walk. I love walks. Oh my gosh. And then another thing I'm also doing better at is like when I need to focus on something specific, other senses I try to turn off. And I've noticed that, like, say I'm talking to my mother on the phone, I close my eyes.
Yeah.
Or I'll if I'm playing keys, I won't have, like, I try to be in a very quiet room, or I just try to silence the other senses, and it helps a lot.
I'm sure it does.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is not about me. But if you want to diagnose me, by the way, I don't know.
Yeah. We can pull out. I mean, I don't know if I have I don't think I have my diagnostic manual with me, but
is there a question that, like, you kind of start off with in therapy that you're very curious about with almost anybody?
I mean, I like to know what people think they have.
What do you mean?
Well, like, a lot of people think that, and some therapists are anti, like, self-diagnosis. I am very pro self-diagnosis because you know you better than I will ever know you.
I think I have. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you tell me you think you have that, like, people who don't have ADHD don't spend a lot of time thinking about whether or not they have it. But people who do, if you think you have ADHD and you're spending time thinking about that,
maybe
chances are high. Because I don't
do.
have ADHD and I don't think about it. I don't have autism. I don't think about it. But I have a lot of clients who are autistic and have been thinking about it for a long time and, like, watching reels or TikToks or whatever. And I tell them, like, if you are spending that much time thinking about it, it's probably worth exploring.
Yeah. I was told I had ADHD when I was very young. So I think I have it. But I was going to ask, just to kind of dive into something else involving music, like, have you ever gotten, like, a lyric or a story from a client?
Probably, yeah. I think, I feel like whenever people will say things or someone will say a phrase or something and it'll just, like, stick in my head and I'll write it down. I'm pretty good at writing things down when they stick. And then as I start to songwrite and I create a narrative around that particular phrase, I try to relate it to my life. I can't think of any specific lyrics right now, but I'm sure I'm confident that has happened. Yeah.
I feel like that's another thing that as I was older, now that I've gotten older, as I was older, I realized that I feel like that would help my songwriting if I was a therapist of some sort. So I was like, I wonder if she has one. And speaking of lyrics, like, some of the stuff you wrote, the one that I circled that I thought was just it was a great lyric because I think I know what it means, but if I'm wrong, you can just tell me.
I'll tell you.
But you're made to act on rabbit fear. When you said that, and that's don't tell me what song that's in. Oh shoot, tell me.
It's in Go.
Go.
Yeah.
Damn. My bad. One thing I like about that is because it sounds like, because rabbits, if I had to take a guess, those are one of the faster or like more scared creatures.
So yes.
Okay. So
are you giving me a jumping off point to talk about my rabbit?
Possibly.
I have a rabbit and he is precious and his name is Gruyere,
which I couldn't pronounce.
Yeah, it's a cheese. Yeah,
I know. But I'm not that. Is that an?
It's too highfalutin.
No,
you can get it at Ingles.
Okay. I've just never. Cheeses have weird names.
Cheeses do have weird names, and that's a French name.
Okay.
So that lyric came from rabbits are prey animals, and so that means that, like, they're maybe going to be eaten by something. Yeah. And but the thing about rabbits is that sometimes, of course, they do dart away, like when they're being chased, but a lot of the time they, like, stay very still. And sometimes when I feel like I'm worried or I'm anxious or I'm sick or afraid, I just get very still. And people don't always know that there's a problem. That's the other thing about prey animals. You don't always know there's something wrong until they're keeling over dead, because otherwise they get, like, ejected from the pack and then eaten. Oh, wow. So they fake like they're okay.
Is that lyric based off of you, or is that because you said yours? So is this like to someone else, or is it you?
It's sort of both. Yeah.
Man, so you've kind of, I'm guessing, like, being a psychotherapist, in ways you've probably seen that even through just, like, talking, maybe. Man,
definitely.
It's a deep lyric.
Well, thank you.
You had a couple things where I was like, whew, I don't know how you thought of it, but
thanks.
Damn, like, good stuff. And another song that I really like was oh gosh, it was the Riot
Blues.
Yes, Riot Blues.
And crowns made from hanging trees. I call to the spirits in the valley. Hallelujah, they're coming back to me.
because I'm trying to think if you've performed that live usually. Like I think when I
I
asked
think
you
the
to do
first
the
time
Sofar.
Did I? I don't know if I did it at your Sofar. I think I did it at the Greenville Sofar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the song I know you did at the Sofar was Road in Hell.
Souls are half past the soul. I've got matches for to burn bad bridges. Still got some parting shots left to shell. And if there's a higher road that suits you well, I'll take the road in hell. I'll take the road in. That's my favorite song.
I knew it would be. I knew it would be.
That's my favorite one.
And I want to ask about this because I know you're not afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
You mentioned it. I think you mentioned. Well, you don't. I don't know if this is the convo you have with the audience before you perform Road in Hell, but the recent thing that happened with you and your music, not your music, but just like who you perform with, is that you had a breakup with a band.
Yes.
And is that's not based off because because you were talking about the university in Asheville.
Yes.
For Road in Hell.
Yes, that one is about UNC Asheville. If you're looking, it is about you. They know it. I keep tagging them. I think they're gonna block me eventually.
I don't think they're worried about Tukr'D out.
Yeah,
I
don't think they're worried about Elizabeth McCorvey, but
who knows?
Feels good to dream.
And tell the story about something that I think was hilarious that you tell when you get up on stage, but there's something that you did to a former coworker.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a coworker. Well, she was my coworker and then she was my boss.
Yes.
And that transition did not go well. And I did not appreciate having her as a boss. Let me tell you, I'm a very bad employee. I don't know if you probably could have
you made it here on time. That means that like you're not that bad.
Well, that's only one part of the equation. I can get anywhere on time, but then I'm going to be a huge bitch if I'm there if I don't like what you're asking me to do.
But that's a large one, like getting on time. And also just like first of all, you're in music, and music is supposed to have that. In my opinion, Chaperone was the first one in a while to really be like, I can do what the fuck I want, like because it's music, which, people forget that's a thing.
Yeah.
And then like also, because you're real, that's probably why you're a good therapist. Because like, no, you fucked up, or like this is like, so okay, so you trashed something, right?
I did. So I was on my way out. I'd given them my notice. I gave them like 3 months notice, which I think is
that's pretty good.
Especially for therapists, because at the time I was seeing clients like every other week.
You was Asheville, a therapist.
Yes. Yeah, so I was seeing clients like every 2 weeks. So when I say I'm giving 3 months notice, that means maybe they're getting 5 or 6 sessions with me to wrap up. And a 2 week notice, like maybe I only would have been able to see them one time. So I try to give, if I'm going to leave a therapeutic practice or something, I try to give them lots of notice. But I think I sent an email. Actually, I know I sent an email to the whole counseling center. I was like, y'all, I'm leaving. Here's my last day. Make sure to, if I could impart you with 3 things of wisdom, is like speak your mind, stand up against institutions, and make sure you have donuts every meal, which I know you'll be able to afford because you're only paying me $30 an hour. So that can at least buy you some Dunkin' every so often. And then I got an email back from her that was like, I adjusted your last date of employment by 2 months. so she asked me to leave early.
Okay, so I only had a month.
Yeah, actually less than that. It was more like 3 weeks. And so as I was thinking about leaving, I was feeling really anxious about like gathering up my stuff, because I'd been in that office at that point for 5 years. Okay. So I had like 5 years of stuff accumulated in it. And I was feeling stressed about like packing up my office. And also like the act of packing up your office and like walking out with your box is like so.
It's like getting a hoodie from the ex.
Yeah, sucks. So I was just feeling anxious about that. And then I was like, well, I hate this supervisor, and I feel like her actions have been really out of alignment and anti-ethical. And how can I like really get her back? And this was only a small thing of all the things I wish I did that I've come up with later.
Well, you're adding up with how you talk about him in music.
Yeah. So rather than gather up all my stuff to take it out, I started bringing stuff in. I started anything that I didn't want in my house, and stickers that someone found me, some like wall stickers that I just like put up in the
Oh
wall.
my
So by the time I
gosh.
left, it looked like someone's like basement. Because I was like, I know that my like if I thought it was like a maintenance person
You
or
wouldn't
something,
have
I wouldn't have
but
done
you knew
it.
this.
But I knew she was going to have to clean it up. And a colleague later told me that by the time I left on a Friday, by Monday it was 100% clean. And so I was just thinking about like her taking her whole weekend. And then actually, you know, the other thing I did is I put in her schedule before I left, because we had access to everybody's schedules to see who was seeing what client. And so I put in her schedule, clean out Elizabeth's office right before I left. And I imagine she didn't see that because I did it like last thing before I left.
Take the L, girl.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But you're in. But it turned out that you got a song out of it, and you
I
got
did.
a great moment to talk about, because I
Mhm.
feel like, in some way, some shape or form, everybody can relate to kind of being like, you
Yeah.
know, having that "fuck you" moment, which
Mhm.
is totally okay if someone does you wrong or if
Yeah.
an institution does you wrong. I personally, I haven't burned any bridges yet,
Mhm.
but there's a couple things I would consider.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think we ought to burn. I think as a culture, we're really afraid of burning bridges.
Well, here's the thing. I always have hope in everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a situation right now that I probably should be like,
Do you want to talk about it?
no. I probably shouldn't, because he might watch this.
Okay.
So I probably shouldn't.
Okay.
But we're gonna go
You
into
can put it in the little bonus bits. Actually,
Maybe.
bring him. Call him up. Bring him in. We'll do a session right now.
No, I shouldn't. Well, I'll say this about the situation. Something was said
Mm-hmm.
that didn't sit right with me about how my timetable with making music.
Oh.
I am someone that is a nitpicker, and I like that because I want the songs to be perfect. I want to hear greatness for me.
Mm-hmm.
And someone kind of compared me to everybody else they work with, and they were like, usually I have this done in like a month, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I need to like, and I can't say that without being like, I definitely could have been better with creation, like me just spending more time to create, but just hearing that turned me off to working with the person.
Yeah.
And then I had another producer who was like, we'll keep making songs till you like one, like, and if we make a song, we'll just like what's it called, not sell it, but pitch it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, like that sounds great, like,
yeah.
and that worked out a lot more than the other situation.
Hey guys, want to give a quick shout out to Sonorous Wave for sponsoring the Tukr'D podcast season 2. They ensure the best of service for the high quality sound in all realms of music involvement. So please check them out.
But we're gonna get into a game.
Okay, I love games.
I appreciate that question though, because that's a good question. This is a game I bring on car rides. They don't have a sponsor, nothing. But
Yet.
I know, right? Yeah, you're right. 2000 Would You Rather questions. I love Would You Rathers because we can discuss them. Like, so I play this game. This is kind of I would love to bring this to. Well, I'm gonna bring stuff like this to Tukr'D Out Live.
Oh, amazing.
Which you were a part of a Tukr'D Out experience.
Yes, I was. It was so fun.
Oh,
Get people talking.
I know. People, I feel like that's forgotten. Like, you can talk to strangers. Like, I'm big on that. That's what Tukr'D Out Live is about. We'll do a couple Would You Rathers.
Okay.
This is a good one to start off. Would you rather compete on American Idol or The Voice?
Oh, they both sound scary to me.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
I know mine. For sure I know mine because I grew up watching one of them.
Oh, it had to be American Idol, right?
I can't do Idol.
No?
I just can't do it. I'd rather... I just love The Voice. I don't...
Yeah.
Apparently, and I don't know... I know more about The Voice than I do American Idol, but I think I just would love to... They're nicer on The Voice.
I think so. The judges are one thing. The court of public opinion, that's what scares me.
You're right. Not a bad call there.
Yeah.
Would you give up fried foods or sugar forever?
Probably fried foods. I love sugar.
Well, sugar also is healthy for the body in certain ways.
Yeah.
And fried foods, I would give up fried foods.
Delicious though.
I had cookout recently, and every
Okay,
time I have
well-
cookout, weirdly, I regret it like 2 days later.
I don't know if it's that weird. It's probably your body being like, this is not for us.
Well, yeah, but that's what that's
yeah,
what
but like that's
most
not all
bodies-
fried food.
You're right. That is the main one that I end up going to at least once every like 3 months. But it's always like I always get like a 2-day
Mm-hmm.
with it. Would you rather have telepathy or telekinesis? And telekinesis is when you pull things,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Like Stranger
telepathy is
Things.
when I can.
Yeah.
And then telepathy is I can read you.
I don't want to know people's thoughts.
No, not
no.
even for like a. What if you could turn it back on and off? I would do it for that reason.
I don't know. What if you don't like what I'm thinking right now and you just heard it and then it like killed the vibe for the rest of
Well,
our
that's
time
good.
together?
That's real. That's truth.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but like, what if I don't know. That sounds cool.
Or what if I read something that you were thinking and then I sabotage you for the rest of the time? It was weird.
Yeah, but if it's but here's the thing. That's how you think of it. I don't
Yeah.
think about it that way.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
I would not want. I would use it more to kind of like dodge people. Like I would not
Oh.
and dodge and just know the worth of certain conversations that I could have, because like that's where a lot of emotion gets found and figured out, and it's like, all right, is it worth it to have this? Is like or not?
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't do telekinesis because I feel like I don't know the power behind that sounds a little too real. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Nope. I feel like I would use it accidentally.
Yeah.
Nope.
Did you listen to the Telekinetic Tapes podcast?
No.
You'd like it, I bet.
Would I?
Yeah, it's
What do you
really
mean?
fascinating.
There's a pod on that?
Yeah, the Telekinetic Tapes, and it's a woman who goes around and she interviews. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Telepathy Tapes.
Okay.
I'm getting them confused. I got
Here's
the wrong.
We
one.
always have photos that pop up. I forget. Here's the pod. Shout out.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Telepathy tapes. So this woman goes around talking to the children and families of autistic, mostly youth. Well, I think there's some youth and adults sprinkled in there, and the families believe that they can communicate with their autistic nonverbal child telepathically.
Really?
They believe that they're able to communicate back and forth, and she has a lot of examples of families that come on the show, and she does some trials and some tests to prove that the child is communicating with the parent who like can't be seen.
Okay.
It's really fascinating.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You want to ask a few?
Sure.
Come on. What you got, queen?
Are you going to bring your friend on the podcast so that we can have a therapy session
That's
together?
not in the book.
Okay.
That's not in the book.
I know, but I
Wow.
I caught a little bit,
That's
and I just thought
crazy.
maybe that's what it said.
It's not in the
Okay.
book.
Would you rather attempt the cinnamon challenge or the saltine challenge?
What's the saltine challenge again?
I think that's where you eat a lot of saltines.
Yeah,
but there's a
that's-
particular number,
Yeah,
I
how
think,
much?
that you
Do
can't.
you know
like
it?
8 or something.
saltine crackers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
what's the problem with saltine crackers?
It like dries out your mouth and makes you crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would much rather do the cinnamon challenge. I've seen the cinnamon challenge. It doesn't look that horrible. It's sweet. I'd rather have sweet than salt. No?
Maybe. I don't know. I just think about the cinnamon getting up in your
I don't know.
nasal
I've had
passages.
enough of those nose, like whenever you drink soda, it's like you
Yeah.
just I don't know what happened. Whatever that feeling is, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And
That sounds horrible.
well, you know it. You've had soda, like it's what happens. It's like when you drink fizz too fast or something.
Mhm.
Like you have to recover. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, good.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about. That's okay.
No, I do. I was just thinking. I'm thinking about cinnamon. I'm thinking about cinnamon in
I
my.
think I would do cinnamon.
Yeah. Okay. What would you do?
What you got, Jake? Jake's answer, saltine.
I think
I know you could. I know you could.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good
Ugh,
answer. What
I
you
think they're
got? What's
both
the
bad.
next one? We'll do 2 more.
Okay.
We're doing good, Jake? Yes.
Would you rather be able to have twins if you have kids or just not have kids at all?
Twins.
Why?
I want kids.
Oh.
I want kids. And also it makes me happy that mom can get that over with immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I will never experience pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that because that's a lot
Yeah.
on the body from
Yeah.
what I can from what I know. And it's like, yeah, you get that over with quick.
Mm.
If I'd much rather I would love to have the chance to teach someone for that long and that specifically. I just think it would, because I teach for a living. I do
Right.
coaching. So it's like I want that opportunity.
I think it'd be fascinating to watch how like 2 different kids who grew up in the same environments, end up having completely different
Yeah.
personalities. And
Yep. That
Yeah.
would be. Would you?
Oh, I don't want kids.
Okay.
I don't. I need so much attention. My partner knows. Like I can't.
Great. Let's do
I
one
need
more.
all of it.
I like that. It's a good answer.
Would you rather, know your
Oh,
role
no.
or break the mold?
And break the mold would be like, say fuck it to. I
Expectation.
mean, I know your answer.
I know. I feel like I know yours.
I mean, ultimately, definitely break the mold.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do it a lot more silently. Like
he said on his own podcast.
well, that's the thing though. Like I think a podcast is if you think about it, a podcast, I don't have much pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
This is my house. And like, yeah, I do it silently. Like my goal is to not be the head musician, meaning I don't need to be the front cover of things. I think that would be cool, but it's not my goal. Most of my happiness comes from like singing in the car. I want to be the person that like writes that music. Where it's like, who did make that music?
I've heard
It's
you
like
say that
Tukr'D.
before. Yeah.
That's so. I think I break the mold completely.
Mm-hmm.
I think know your role is stupid as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's stupid as hell in a lot of different ways. I think almost every company in the world gets that wrong. Just straight up. Just 'cause it's funny how many ideas get pushed down, and like I just don't like that.
Yeah.
Just don't like the idea of it. And that's why I'm more of a creative than I am like a 9-to-5 human. Like even though I have to get that to pay my bills. But yeah,
Yeah.
yours is obvious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But tell me about
But
it.
also, I think I do. Sometimes I do know my role. I like to know what my role is so that I can know like when I can break the rules and when I can't. But I also there are some things.
I can do that.
There are some things where I'm like I'm not particularly like interested in it. I just want to be background.
Yeah.
I'm fine to. I don't have to break the mold with everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. But since this is a music podcast, with music you want to.
Yeah.
I would hope you break the mold.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that there are still ways to break the mold, like
music?
musically and creatively?
Yeah.
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 Because I think everything's been done.
No.
Yeah.
You think everything's been done?
Well, in a way, I think there's a lot of freedom in that. I think if I'm constantly trying to do something new, I might not be able to find where I'm comfortable and what my center is. I think when I know what barriers exist or what supposed barriers exist, then I can really hone into like what I know I'm good at. And it might not be a brand new thing, but it might be something that's like heart-centered and individualized to Elizabeth.
I like that.
Yeah.
But I think the way new, I think of the word new in music as something a little bit more like combinations. So my brain went to Benson Boone. Like people have rocked the mustache before. People have rocked the longer hair. People have rocked the jumpsuit. People have rocked backflips in shows before. But like they haven't done it like with his like voice or haven't done it with his type of songs before. Like the combinations are new.
Yeah.
And I think like a lot of people, look at Michael Jackson as like the king of pop, right? Like, but Michael got his moves from like James Brown and then his voice was shaped a certain other way. And then his like certain other things were shaped another way. And I think that is like, I think it's rare to have a fully new thing, even though it happens. It does. You see, I've seen it with, there's that character that girl, what's her, you'd recognize her. She has she's a monster, like a pink monster that has so many weird eyeballs. Here's the photo of her. I've never seen something like that in my life. She's a musician.
Okay.
What is her name? It's going to pop. The name's going to pop up right here.
Okay.
And I'll show you a photo after.
Okay.
You'll know it.
All
But
right.
like I've never seen that before. And like
Yeah.
that's a whole new period. So I think there's ways to do that, but I think of combinations as new. So like I'm not making, because my voice is like different. Technically it's different than anybody else's. Like it's not the exact same. If I combine that with certain aspects, like that's what I consider like new, like the combinations. It's more rare to do something that's like just new on the dot because everything's come from something. you know?
Yeah. Well, and what I
So-
appreciate about what you're saying about that is the part about how like it's individual to who you are, because nobody's ever been Tucker before, nobody's ever been Elizabeth
Which
before.
is cool as shit.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I wanted to go into an interesting. You just have to tell me more about this. So you use horses for therapy.
Yeah. So I can learn a lot about people and how they interact with their environment and with their relationships based on how they interact with my horses. And it's really fun.
Is it popular?
It's getting more and more popular these days. Yeah, it's way more fun than office therapy. But you can come to the barn for anything that you could come to my office for.
I want to try this.
Yeah,
Maybe I should try it and this should be a part of the pod.
that would be very cool. You're welcome
Oh
to
my
come to
God.
Hendersonville and do an equine therapy.
Equine. I was trying to pronounce it.
Yeah, equine.
Equine. So
Yeah.
like what? So explain how that process kind of goes. Like what are you looking for when it comes? That's like Jake. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
It sounds badass.
yeah. So usually when people come out to the barn after like the safety conversation, like who are you? What are you wanting? All the like, all the beginning stuff. Then usually I say, I invite them to just introduce themselves to the horse, like however they want it. Like, how do you want to go say hi to the horse? We can walk through the stall. We can go around, whatever. And then the way that people present themselves to the horses already tells me something about who they are. Some people like walk right up and they put their hands all over them. Some people are like super timid and like don't want to pet them. Some people say like, oh, I want to say hi, but I don't want to bother him. And I guarantee you how they introduce themselves to the horse is how they approach new situations in their life.
Oh.
Because it's a real relationship. So it's like, how do you approach new relationships? So if you want to be more confident in relationships, if you want to be more assertive, if you want to pull back more, if you want to take more time and pause, then you can practice all of that with the horses.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah. And then what's cool is that when you go out into the quote unquote real world and do it, it's not the first time that you're doing it. You can say like, oh yeah, I've practiced this confidence literally in this relationship with this horse.
Wow.
And I can do it again and feel the same things in my body.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That helps. Kind of. All right. Now I can mentally see how. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. When I first said that, like just horse therapy,
Yeah.
I couldn't even speak for a second. I had to.
Well, sometimes people think that I'm like giving therapy to a horse.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Which that's a thing.
Listen, if I could do that, there are some rich motherfuckers who would pay me a lot of money to tell them that like Prancer doesn't want to go over the jump because he was traumatized when he was 3 years old.
Have you seen the videos of like the chiropractor cracking animals?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That sounds intense.
It's not as intense as you think. I
Yeah.
mean, like I saw him crack like a bear's like body. I've seen him crack a snake's body. It's like, what do you like? And you're getting paid lots of money
like,
for that.
wow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I could team up with that person. They could do the body, I could do the soul, and then we would be millionaires.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to ask you about the new album.
Yeah, I want to tell you about it.
Okay, first, before we even get into the music, I'm going to tell you how I thought of the cover art, because I always like breaking down the cover art.
Listen, that picture of
Always.
me is so fucking hot.
Yeah,
So first
girl,
of all, you
Here it
were
is. Here it is.
flabbergasted. You were amazed.
Like,
So I already know that.
Well,
and then what happened?
it gave me, okay, this is how I thought. This is the angle that I saw it at, because everybody sees the same angle. But I was like, all right, I'm about to walk to a table, but she's about to roast the hell out of me on how I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Am I like onto something like that? Like, I know it's my perception, but
Yeah.
like the way I saw that, that's how I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm probably gonna accept it, but I'm about to get cussed out.
You're not only going to accept it, it's going to turn you on a little.
It's a great photo.
Thank
It is
you.
a badass photo.
My best friend, Ariel Shoemaker Hammond, is a photographer, and she takes
Does
all
she
the
have
pictures
does
of
she
me.
I'll shout people out.
Oh, Ariel Shoemaker, I love you. She's my bestie, and she has taken all the photos of me, and she took probably 100 that day. And when I saw that picture, she edited them so that it was already in black and white when I saw it, and I was like, "That's it. That's a cover. I love it."
Yeah. And like, okay, so songs I sent you. So
Mhm.
so these songs are legitimately, are they kind of what the album like the album title means? Like, this is to you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, you think every song that you wrote in the album kind of goes towards that?
Well, so these are all songs that I sent to other people. So when I started,
What do you mean?
so I
Is it an insult?
yeah, it's kind of it's a jab actually.
I would think so.
Yeah, I've been playing the violin for like 30 years, but I've only been playing with other people and like jamming and making like folk Americana music for the last 5 or 6 years, and I started out playing with other people. And so as I started writing more, I would send these songs to people that I was playing with. And I was like, and in my mind, because I was insecure about it, I was like, oh, these songs aren't any good, but if I send it to them and they like it, maybe we'll play it at a show, or maybe we'll play it together.
I feel that way too,
yeah. And I felt I felt really insecure about it. And so for a while I was playing with narcissists. I'm in therapy for this. I love a narcissist. And I was only playing with people who I would send them my music and they like wouldn't respond, or would just like let it rot in their inbox, and I'd be like, did you see my song? Do you like it?
Screw those people.
Yeah. But then as I started making more music, it was a good lesson. So like, yeah, screw them. But also what it taught me was that I have to believe in myself, and I have to like the songs that I send. And if I want to play them, then I can play them with or without those people.
Right.
And so these are, not all of the songs, I guess, 6 of the 8 songs I think are songs that I sent that are sitting in these people's inboxes right now. And I'm saying, do you like this song?
Yeah. Wow, that's a great way to. Okay, dang, that makes too much sense.
My hope was that that these people would see the album and be like, did she send me that song? Oh shit, she did send me that song.
Well, and one thing that this isn't speaking directly towards the album, but I saw a clip on your Instagram that I thought was really cool, and it was this guy that was kind of giving you praise for, like, kind of, I mean, you said it straight up, like, there are black and brown people making this music. It's just not seen as much.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I can't remember exactly how he put it, but I liked how, like, you found a niche for, like, your musical styling.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't agree more, like, because when I saw you in Greenville, and it's funny, you're always told about people, and I like when people do that. I like when people are like, oh, get ready for but if I'm being honest, and there were some amazing artists on that night, don't get me wrong, but like, you kind of stole that one.
Thank
like,
you. It was my album release show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you kept saying, like, I'm happy I'm going in the middle because, like, some of these people are like, they deserve to be last. And I was like, I don't, like, after the show I was like, I don't think that's that should have went, but like, you should have been last.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, I love being in the middle, sandwiched between amazing acts, so it works out great for me.
And who was
Hurt and Skip. And I love them. They're so fun. I love the beat that they add. They're amazing. And I love Fall Lift. So Fall Lift is, they're here in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're the band that Emmanuel plays with sometimes, Emmanuel Winter. And
so talented.
I love playing with them. But also one time Emmanuel came in while I was playing with them, and I was like, oh my God, you have to leave, because Emmanuel Winter is crazy good. He's a crazy good violinist and vocalist. And so I was like, please, can you go away so I can enjoy what I'm doing and not think about you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I think all of them are great. So that show, thank you for saying I stole it. My goal is to go in and steal whatever show I'm in.
I will walk away with how someone makes me feel, or if I lock on, and you were the artist that night that made me lock on, and like, I want people to do that so bad. It's kind of just like we talked about earlier. I want people to kind of break the mold that I know, because I think that's where I like get more excited when the mold is broken for my own brain, and that's why I just the way I think about life is like, I don't want to stay in like one place in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to travel a little bit. I'd like to truly hear a lot of different things. I may have my favorites and may make music that I like, but like, ultimately I went into that show just hoping to see a good show, and then I heard your voice, and it's just like, I haven't heard that one before.
Thanks.
Damn, that was good.
Thank you.
Like,
yeah.
Damn, I need to get her on a show. Like,
Thanks.
And you want that. You want that so badly when it comes to, especially just in the position I'm in, where, you know, I created Tukr'D, and it's like, I want to be surprised. I want to be like, no, this person's kind of built different. Like, so I was very happy for that show, just because, yes, the album was released, and it's a badass album.
Thank you. I love it.
But also just, I was so happy to be surprised. You hope it happens, but I never am someone kind of going in thinking I will be. It's like, okay, we'll see what happens. I don't know this artist. Cool, let's do it. Like, and then after that, I invited you to my own Sofar
That's
show,
right. And it was so fun.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was bangers.
Power.
Yeah,
it was. Dude, there's some people there.
Yeah,
I don't play around. I don't play.
I know.
People at these shows.
Who's the Jackson?
Jackson Slater.
When he opens his mouth, I was just like,
He has one of the, and I say that if he sees this, I'm gonna make a clip of this. He has one of the biggest like guy turn on voices I've heard. Like when I hear him,
please elaborate.
I
want you to.
Okay, so I'll say it like this. Maybe people know this, maybe people don't. I'm bisexual.
Love it.
So there's like a couple voices where like they're like, oh, like I'm like I kind of
Just like
fall
fangirl
a little bit. Alex Warren is one.
Ooh,
I lose my like I'm like ooh,
yeah.
Well, like Alex Warren's one for sure. I don't know if I have like a third or fourth, but Jackson's up there too. Like hearing his voice, like you're like
yeah, it's melty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like and yeah, it's just you hear it and you close your eyes and you kind of just put yourself in a fantasy.
Yeah.
Nothing like crazy sexual. It's just like just
fake news.
It's a hot sound.
Yeah, it's really hot. Ooh. And Misha's voice is beautiful too.
Oh my God, Misha Fair?
Yeah, you described her as like a Christina Aguilera.
Oh my God,
so accurate.
Country Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
She comes on the stage and man, there's so much history with her with me because she was supposed to be on a couple shows and I had just because of certain things had to sadly get they were deleted shows, meaning we had them. I had to delete the shows. And I was like, I'm going to get you on a good show. Trust me. And that show was so perfect for her. And it worked out.
Yeah, and she closed it out. She's great.
Yes, very much. Before we go, because we've had a great combo, thank you for making some time to come on.
Yeah.
Because you a little busy. Like you got stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
But you came on. I want to hit you with some rapid fire, and then I'm going to there's two other things after the rapid fire.
Okay.
I have a question, and then we're going to do a thing I like to call a honey roast. But this is a random question. Let's see what it is. So, what song would people be surprised is on your playlist?
Who's Your Daddy by Toby Keith.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is it on the playlist?
Yeah.
I haven't done this yet, but I want to do a whole show of all misogynistic country songs that are sung by like gross men that are gross when they sing it, but like fucking sexy when I sing it. So I do sing Who's Your Daddy.
Is Toby disgusting?
Yeah, he's...
Okay, nope. We're not going into that. Okay, just by your looks. This is rapid fire. I should have started with. That's a good answer though. Should ketchup with eggs be a thing?
Yes. I have chickens.
Don't nod your head.
I have chickens and I get a lot of eggs and you gotta put ketchup with them.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. You add ketchup to everything though. Yeah. Okay. I won't argue. What is the strangest venue you've played?
I played in a dentist's office one time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's my dentist and she's a friend, and we did a little holiday showcase in there.
Oh, that's okay.
Because the sound was really good.
I bet it would be.
Yeah.
Favorite type of horse?
Type of horse?
Yeah.
What a great question. Well, I recently went to Chincoteague Island and I got to see the wild ponies. And they were amazing.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush?
Harry Styles comes to mind.
What is the deal with Harry Styles? That is not even like I look at him. I'm like,
I don't know what it is. It's just his like fruity little.
Nah, I get it.
I love it.
I get it. The world is. I'm weird.
Yeah, and Michael B. Jordan, obviously.
You saw
Sinners. Yes, I saw it twice.
And Black Panther.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, when he rips off that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Michael B's pretty cool. I gotta give it to him. Favorite mountain to climb?
Oh.
Grandfather.
Well, that's a good one.
I grew up going to
That's
Barn
right.
Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're in Asheville, so what's that?
Well, I'm in Hendersonville.
Hendersonville.
What do I like? Mount Pisgah's great. Triple Falls in Pisgah Forest.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of that.
It's beautiful.
Your Disney princess.
My Disney princess?
Which one would you either choose or be now?
Oh.
I'm Mulan.
Why?
Well, okay, my favorite is Mulan. Not that I'm Mulan. If I had to choose one, I'd probably like if we're going off of like what I think I'm more Moana style.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm adventurous as hell and just want
I
to get
didn't
out
like
of my
Moana.
comfort zone. I
know.
We'll disagree on that one.
Okay.
But Mulan, just because what she did in the movie makes me cry I'll cry in that movie.
Yeah.
I'll cry.
Yeah.
Like cry.
Okay.
Because my sister's also Chinese. She was adopted.
Uh-huh.
So like seeing like a whole country of like, just men being like, F you, and then just bow down to her at the end. Like, I thought that was like.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
That's pretty rad.
So I cry for that moment.
Yeah.
How about you?
The one that's coming to me is probably Snow White because the animals. I love a good animal. Yeah.
I got you. Last question. The deepest line that you've ever written in one of your songs. Like, what do you consider one of the deepest lines?
This is rapid fire. I have to come up.
You only
quickly.
have to say it. You have to just.
Rodent, the line in Rodent Hell, it goes, if you thought you'd keep me tame, I'm going to leave you wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jake, you hear that one?
That's a good one.
Yeah. I was like referring to Jake because he'll hit me with like. Okay, so we're the question that I'm trying to ask every time I do a Tukr'D Out, because one thing that in a way keeps artists going, but also is just so beautiful to hear, is when people respect your craft and they tell you. I think that's like such a powerful thing with music, because ultimately you're creating from your own beauty and what you've gone through. So I'm curious if there's like a line that someone's hit you with, or a compliment that someone's gave you that has just a fan has given you that you've remembered for a very long time. That is just what you got.
I think what comes to mind is someone said to me, and I'm not going to say it exactly right, but it was something like, "You make me want to be more like myself."
That's powerful.
Yeah, because I feel like that's
good stuff.
If I've got a mission in this life, it's to help people be more themselves.
Yes.
Because there's no one like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is taken, right?
That's right. Everybody else is taken. Yeah.
Don't
Nobody's
forget that,
going to
Jake.
be like Elizabeth. I'm the best at being Elizabeth, and
Hell
no one can take that. And you're probably the best at being Tucker.
Well,
I assume.
until you put out Elizabeth Taylor, then you were like,
Elizabeth Taylor.
I'm going to refer to that TikTok you put out. The last thing I like to do is a little honey roast thing.
Am I the honey?
Technically, yes.
I love
So
that.
the whole goal of a honey roast, and we didn't do it at Tukr'D Out Experience, but I like to make sure that the artists that I have on know why I had them on, and like just my appreciation for them. And I want to start off by that show that I went to in Greenville. Shout out to Sofar Greenville. Love Sofar Greenville. Cassie. Love Cassie. I really, it was your album release show. And I walked in just kind of being like, I'm excited to see this for Cassie. And then I left and I was like, I need Elizabeth on a show of mine.
And then you got me on too.
And I did. And I just, but that, it's weird how it's kind of rare sometimes for that to happen. Like I want to be blown away, but because I'm someone that, when you're running Sofar and you're running Tukr'D Out, you hear a lot of music. So sometimes, stuff gets great and you don't get excited as much. You still do, but just not like, you want to be surprised. And your voice truly surprised me. And I was like, I hope that I can work with her and see her more and just make sure I support her, because you were different. Obviously, you were so good at making sure you were real. And you were funny. I think artists forget.
Funny.
Like there was, just to kind of go to an artist you love, like Harry Styles. One thing I admire so much about him, like when it comes to his shows, is like he's a jokester. Like there's a lot of compilations of him like playing with the crowd in certain ways and like joking around. And I look up to that a lot. Like that's how I would run a concert. I would get lit as hell.
Well, that's why maybe you'd be a good therapist, because therapy is just like, it's all improv, and that's what I'm doing. So I can get up on stage. I can improv because I don't know what you're going to say to me in a therapy session. I have to like roll with it.
That's right. And like Tukr'D Out kind of does that same thing, but you're so good at that.
Thank you.
And again, I think that's powerful as fuck with music, because I think people do get attached to maybe like, it's like, oh, I gotta perform the next song like now. And I've seen that up close with Sofars, and that makes it more of a boring show. So I appreciate that. I love, one thing I just admire about you so much, you already know this, but again, I think in the world we live in, I'm a minority, straight up, which I accept, but just seeing a stunning Black woman who doesn't give a shit, like I just love that so much. Like I'm like,
thanks.
yes, because ultimately, like I grew up with so many people that were not white. Like I have 4 out of the 8 family members that I have, like kind of the close family, are not white people. Like they're Asian, they're Black. Like, and I just love that I want to see that more, just because like that's why I do Tukr'D Out. It's like I don't just highlight like one type of like so I'm just kind of like that the person said. It's just like you found a niche and like it's there, but like you're not afraid to be like, no, I'm here, and really like kind of, it's not that the door was open for you, like you slammed the door open, like you said, fuck, this is hello. So I really love you for that.
Thank you.
Because I know you're, and I think no one will ever be told all of how they inspire other people, but I know that you're inspiring a lot of people. It is
Thanks.
obvious as fuck.
Thank you. I appreciate
So,
that.
I just want to make sure you know how special you are. And
Thanks.
thank you for simply just allowing me to talk with you.
I love it.
I think
Well, you gave me a lot of compliments, so
of
that was
course.
great.
Well, that's well, that's a big part of Tukr'D Out. I do not have on people that I don't look up to. I love the people that I have on because they're interesting. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to be interested. I want to that's why I said it's like tell me interesting facts that are like weird.
Mm-hmm.
And you did, and that's always just a plus. It's like, well, why is that a thing? Like, so I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
She has a show tonight, so the pod will be out way after the show.
I'll be back in Charlotte.
But I was about to say, like, is there anything we need to know about that's happening in the next couple months, year? Like, if I had to take a guess, there's got to be more songs written that you've sent out that have not been picked up.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know,
I'll
but
record another album in a couple years or so, but I'll be in. I don't know if the pod will be out by November 14th.
it might.
That's okay.
Wait. Yeah, I don't think so.
That's okay. I'll be at the Visualite with supporting Fall Lift with my band.
I'll be there. 14th, November 14th. Okay.
I think it's the 14th.
try to
It's a
be there.
Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be
Say
good.
less. Anything else?
And Charlotte probably not, but
People won't just listen to this in Charlotte. I got people in England.
oh.
It was like one person.
Oh
but
my
I'll take it.
gosh. Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit a lot of different places this year. This weekend, I'm actually going to Oklahoma, and I'm playing
Seriously?
at the Woody Guthrie Center. I was
Okay.
invited to do a showcase, so your girl
You
is
never know
getting
where-
out of the tri-state.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So look for me. I'll be somewhere.
Oh yeah, you will. Appreciate you, Queen.
Thank you.
Hope to see y'all very soon. Thank y'all for joining another Tukr'D Out. Much love.